Welcome to the Dishes Can Wait podcast. Join us at our table for thoughtful, funny conversations that flow so easily you'll forget to check the time. We hope you feel like a welcomed guest in our home, part of a circle of friends who linger after dinner for the stories, the laughter, and the kind of connection that makes the hours slip away unnoticed. Because the dishes can wait, but good conversation can't.
Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. Do we want to connect with a higher power?
If you feel called to do that.
Called. Nice throwback word.
To do that. I still use that word, even
post.
Yeah. Because you can still feel called to something.
You can.
I think.
Just like Frozen. I can hear you. She was called.
That was an excellent reference. I love that song. That's on my deconstruction playlist that I made. Because, of course, I have a religious deconstruction playlist.
How many playlists do you think you've created?
Hundreds.
How many do you still have access to?
Hundreds.
Really?
And they're like little. They're little. It's like a playlist for remembering a specific moment.
Do you know how many I've created?
0.
One.
Oh, a road trip.
Road trip playlist.
Yeah.
And there's 14,000 songs.
I have a playlist for when we went to Olympic. I have a playlist for when we went to Glacier.
Oh my goodness.
I have a specific one for when we went to Canyonlands because we listened to Hollow Coves on the trails. And so that's a lot of Hollow Coves.
I don't know what that is.
It's a group.
I don't know that group.
I'm going blank on all the songs right now, but
Nice.
we listened to it on some trails when we were hiking Canyonlands. So if I want to go back to a moment, I'll listen to a playlist that I created.
I think that's cute because, like, for me, all of that trip, not Canyonlands, but you said Glacier and what was the other one you said?
Olympic.
Those are the same trip, right? And so
Yeah.
for me, they're all the same playlist.
They are, yeah, they
we're
are
thinking
very
like
similar.
John Denver. We're thinking Harry Styles. That's it. And that other one, there's that one song. It's like Home. I can't think of who sings it. Maybe that's your people.
Make this place your
No, not that one. But there's another one that I can't think of that maybe is the song that you're thinking of.
Maybe it is.
Of the Ghost Protocol. What'd you call it?
Ghost Protocol. That is a good band name though. Ghost Protocol.
That's Mission Impossible.
That's a lot of syllables.
That's a Mission Impossible.
Oh.
It's called that, Ghost Protocol.
It would have been a good band name.
It would
Ghost
have
Protocol.
been Ghost Protocol.
I did have an opening question, but we jumped right in.
What's the opening question? Fire away. Fire away, fire away. That's how we work right there.
Yeah.
Shoot.
It is like as if you were at dinner with us.
Shoot, baby,
That
shoot.
is literally what it's like.
Shoot,
Okay.
baby, shoot.
Welcome to the town. Okay. I gotta get cozy. Okay.
Cozy time.
There's this book that's on my TBR pile. It's been there for a while.
On your what pile?
My TBR, to be read.
To be read, okay.
To be read pile. It's called The Midnight Library.
Okay.
And I was just reminded of this because I was listening to an episode of Stage's podcast.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say
I love those ladies so much.
You're like, there will be many references to Stage's
really
podcast.
Will. I
30
adore
seconds
them.
in.
And they were I do have John Cariani was their guest. And they referenced it and I was like, "Oh, I've been meaning to read that book for forever." I have a question that they asked that I want to ask us because
A regurgitated question.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, just to tell you what the Midnight Library is about.
That would be helpful for me.
So this person finds herself in the Midnight Library. She has a chance to make things right. Up until now, her life has been full of misery and regret. She feels she has let everyone down, including herself, but things are about to change.
This feels very sad.
The books in the Midnight Library enable her to live as if she has done things differently. With the help of an old friend, she can now undo every one of her regrets as she tries to work out her perfect life. But things aren't always what she imagined they'd be,
No.
and soon her choices place the library and herself in extreme danger. So basically, she pulls a book off the shelf and she opens it.
Right. And it's a scene that's happened in her life
Or
didn't happen. And she can do it over
yeah.
differently.
Or if she made a different choice.
So are there any things that I would have done differently?
Yeah, or there are like different scenes you wish had played out, different regrets, a different choice that you wish you would have made.
With the caveat that obviously that this can't happen, and that doesn't mean I don't want the family and the love of
Of
my
course,
life
we
and
can
my-
hold
right.
we can hold the reality that
Right. You and I talk about this a lot,
Yeah.
right? Like, well, we would have done this if we would have done that, right? Like, see, I'm already about to talk about one of yours, but I won't do that. So you and I talk about this a lot, right? If there are things in our life that we wish we would have done differently, even though that would have, just like it would have transpired very differently, just like Everything Everywhere Always at Once, right? You make this choice and then it's going to go a different direction.
Yeah.
Probably link that movie and the references Everything Everywhere Always at Once. Football is one that I wish you probably knew that was going to be on my list. I played football in Tiffy. I think that's what it's still called. I don't know if it's still called that, but Tiffy
what is Tiffy?
is basically before school football kicks in. And so they're 4 years ahead of it. So school football starts in 7th grade. And they call it freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. That's literally what they call Tiffy football. So my freshman year, I was like 3rd grade.
Oh, okay.
Right. So freshman, so I played all the way through junior season. And then after my junior season, so that would have been my 5th grade year, I think. And that coach was horrible and so bad that I wanted to quit. And that was hard. And so I did. I quit. I did not play my senior year. And then middle school football starts. And, all of my friends who I'd grown up with played, and several of them who I would put probably on the same level as me. There was a couple people who are better than me, but like on the same level as I am, like went on to do pretty great things in their middle school and high school careers. And so it's always kind of like this. I wish I didn't quit. I wish I didn't have that moment.
That's so tragic to me to think that a coach was the one who influenced you. Like we have as
I felt
people of
humiliated.
as people of influence in the lives of kids, we have the ability to send them in a trajectory. That's like one of your regrets is that you quit football
I don't remember that guy's name.
because of a coach that you can't even remember
Don't even
their name,
remember his
but we remember how people make us feel.
Right. I remember my freshman year's coach. I remember
Yeah.
him. He was like the director of the program. I remember him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember what the guy looks like, but I do not remember his name. I just remember how he made me feel. Made me feel really bad about myself.
I'm so sorry.
I got made fun of a lot, humiliated, and so much so that I didn't want to play
Also,
again.
I hate the. I'm not ascribing this entire approach, like this approach, to him, even though it probably is. But when you're in a position to teach or to coach or to direct or something,
Right.
to lead in that with shame and humiliation rather than encouragement and empowerment,
None of that.
that's gross to me. Like that's lazy to
It's
me.
actually a theme for probably all of my coaches in sports.
Really.
Yeah, my golf
Yeah.
coach was very similar.
That's to me that's lazy leadership.
Yeah, I get that. I'll give you one other one. Give you one other
Yeah.
kind of thing. Obviously, if this one doesn't happen, if this one would have shifted, you and I might not have met.
Yeah. we can hold.
Yeah, we hold
All the
space for
things.
that. So you would have come with me. We would have. Our stars would have aligned differently.
We would have found each other at some point.
That's right. We'll fast forward a few years. I'm in high school now, and high school for me was fine. But my senior year, everybody's like really gearing up to what are you gonna do with your life, right? Like put air quotes to that, right? Like what are you gonna do with your life? Where are you gonna do? Are you gonna go to college? What are you gonna do? Well, at this time of my life, I'm 17, 18 years old, and I feel like what I'm supposed to do is be a pastor at a church, right? And so I don't pursue anything as far as higher education, anything like that, the SATs, none of that, became anything that mattered to me because I was going to leave my senior year of high school and go to like a church vocational mentorship / school. And so I did that. And so that's part of it. Like my whole career path, like I didn't really have that career path where I never really chose money, right? I chose passions and calling. And then once I did eventually start going to school, I didn't have the college experience, right? Like, you know, I went to a commuter school when I got in my community college. That's where we met. And then also in our undergrad, also a commuter school. So I never stayed on campus. I never had any of the college experience that I hear about so often. I don't relate to that at all.
Yeah, I don't either.
0%. And I wish I could have had at least a week or a weekend. Like it's not like I did even college campus visits. Like, you know, there was one local community college and then there was one local university, and that's where you go. And so I wish I could have had some sort of like college experience.
Yeah. So for me, it was like, oh, what are you going to do? Like dream big. And,
Right.
you know, oh, are you going to go to Rice was the Ivy League school I wanted to get into. But also I really wanted to go to New York. That was the big dream. And it was like, it was encouraged, but also it was not really. It was like, oh, dream big, but really
But not that big.
You're gonna end up back at community college.
Yeah.
So I don't begrudge that, because here we are sitting here almost 20 years later.
We hold space for both.
Yeah.
That's the theme of our life. We hold space for both, and we always put our hands out like that. We hold space for both.
Like a cult.
Real flat affect. We hold space for both. But yeah, I mean, those are your dreams from a childhood. That's the one I thought you were going to share about. Like,
I have
like theater and
I
music.
do. I have a very specific one. So I went to U of H, University of Houston.
Go Cougs!
Whose house? Cougs house.
Does anybody do that outside of the Houston area?
I really don't.
You know,
think
because
so.
like, I mean, let's
very
pause
specific.
for a brief second here, right? So like when we were in the church, like oftentimes you hear somebody make a reference to Texas A&M, right?
Whoop, whoop.
Universal. You can't do that. Like every Aggie's going to be upset that you just did that.
I know,
Every
I'm sorry,
non-Aggie is
Aggies.
rooting you on for doing it. And the people who don't know what that was,
They don't live in Texas.
they don't live anywhere near Texas. That was the Aggie yell, all right? You can't even say call or holler. That was Aggie yell.
They're
Anyway,
very much about tradition.
I'm curious if this is like outside of Texas, like where you name your school and you're like, go Cougs. Is that normal? You know, like somebody goes, yeah, I went to the University of Florida, and everybody goes, go Gators. Like, is that normal?
I don't know.
Or is that just a Texas thing?
It's I mean, Texas is known for being pretty obnoxious.
True. Like I know a lot of people who really pull for Duke, and I don't ever hear them go Blue Devils. Like I've never heard that in my life. But yet, go Cougs, go Hook 'em Horns. Like those are universal phrases.
Maybe because we were born
Sick 'em
and
Bears,
raised here,
right? Like Sick 'em Bears, the Baylor. These aren't even close to us,
like
though.
we don't know anything different because this has been our life. So
Roll Tide. Roll Tide, I have
Okay,
heard.
yeah,
that is
there you
the
go.
one.
So anyone out there who has
that
an
normal?
experience outside of Texas and Texas schools, please let us know if it's normal to just.
Or maybe there are people in Texas and we're the abnormal ones. We're just in circles who celebrate it all. Maybe that's
true.
not normal.
I don't
too.
even know. You have me questioning my entire
Your entire existence. Okay, we'll bring it back. Bring it back.
Coming back to the University of Houston, I majored in theater.
Yeah, you did.
And at the time I was there, I'm not sure what it's like now, but we had Edward Albee, Lanford Wilson, and Stuart Ostro.
Are those people that people should know?
I mean, major theater people, like
I've known
accomplished
you for,
playwrights.
we've been together 19 years. I only knew one of those names. And I only knew that one because I've known you for 19 years.
Accomplished playwrights.
They're big deals in the theater world.
And
is where you're going.
Accomplished Broadway producer.
Beautiful.
And we had different I'm like, wait, am I getting too deep into this? If I am, it's okay. We had different like tracks. It was either like acting or directing, but you could through your classes do like a musical theater track or
Yeah.
do like a playwriting track. By the time my last year there, they had started the dramaturgy track, and I was like, I love this. And so I took
remember that.
couple dramaturgy classes and was a dramaturg for a couple productions, which was just like my sweet spot. Anyway, so I
Stuart Ostro.
love musical theater, and I wanted to take every one of Stuart Ostro's musical theater classes. And I took one semester, I took a Broadway canon class, which was we would just show up to class and he and his wife would go through the entire canon of Broadway musicals from like the 1920s, 30s, all the way until modern day, which at that time it was around like when Spring Awakening was a new production. Anyway, all we had to do to get a grade was show up to class and they would sit there and sing songs. She would play the piano and they would sing songs together. And it was just the best. It was the best. So anyway, to get our grade, we just had to show up to class. And at the very end of the semester, we had to give a presentation on anything Broadway. Like the world is your oyster. You could do a presentation on anything. My presentation, I created a musical and I wrote the outline for it. I wrote like I had a whole story arc. It was based on a real life person. I had the whole story arc. I had an outline written. I took songs from existing musicals and put them in the storyline, and that I would, as I was giving my presentation, just to give a feeling for what type of song would go in this moment.
I get you. Not that song specifically, but
Right.
the feeling of that song, the speed, the drama.
Yes. And I put it, and I gave this presentation, and basically what I did without realizing it was I pitched this musical to a Broadway producer. And at the end of my presentation, he said, if you write this musical, I will produce it. And I didn't take him seriously. Me now, if it were me now, I'd be like, okay, when do you need it? By when do you need it? Like, when are we workshopping it? What are we doing? Like, I would be asking some serious questions. And I just laughed it off and was like, oh, he's not serious. Mm-hmm. And I regret that, even though like we were already together. We were already like, we were either married or we were engaged.
Or something.
We were definitely engaged because that's when we were at U of H, but
We were definitely buddies.
we were romantically involved. But I think, like, I remember thinking like, I'm planning a wedding or I'm married. Like, I just wanted to graduate and get on with my life, thinking like this wouldn't be a part of the life that I was imagining, which is wild because it's everything that I wanted.
Yeah.
But also I didn't picture myself in that role.
Sure.
Like now I see,
Now you desire that.
that's what I see myself as, is like a creator, before I see myself as like an actor picking up somebody else's script. But that's how I viewed myself back then. And so it was a matter of me diminishing my own self because I didn't see myself in that position. So I didn't take it seriously.
Yeah.
I wish I would have.
Do you think, 2 follow-up questions. Mm-hmm. One, do you think that a lot of your self-finding at that point, like you said, you found yourself more of like as a theater person as opposed to like a creator, which yes, theater's in the creative world, but it's nuanced for you. Yeah. Do you think part of that was like your own growing journey? Like you just didn't know yourself as well then. And like
absolutely.
theater was your escape, right?
Yeah.
And then secondly, do you feel like, because honestly, there's a lot of compassion for younger Hannah here, right? Because
absolutely,
when you said I didn't take him seriously, like that's heartbreak, right? Like, and it's because
nobody had ever believed in me like that.
Believed in you. Nobody ever took you seriously. And so like, you probably just thought this was just all BS, right? From a college professor blowing smoke up, right?
Yeah.
And so like, that's really tragic because like you've been gaslit essentially your whole life. And so here's another example of that.
I'm like, oh, you can't be serious.
Right.
You're just another person yanking my chain.
Yeah.
To, drive. Which, there is something to like in theater world, film world, creative world, like like don't believe it until you're actually doing it and it actually happens. Which, there's a whole lesson to be learned there. But like I was so fragile at that point in my life that I found so much worth and value in the fruition of something that had I taken that path and it hadn't started, I can imagine it absolutely crushing me. Because I found my sense of worth was only coming from my external world. At that point in my life, I've had to do a lot of healing and a lot of work to be able to internally find my own worth. So it is really sad. And also it's like a regret in that I do just want to peek at what it would have looked like.
Right.
But I'm happy with my life now. Absolutely. And who knows what that would have, like if things would have shifted. I don't know, but I can't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just would want to look at it, but not live it, because also it's easy to romanticize
the what ifs,
a version that doesn't exist.
Oh yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's a fantasy.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that I think there's part of it that's really beautiful too, that even at, you were 19 years old, 19, 20 years old, something like that. That like, you're the healthiest version of yourself probably right now, right? You're continuing your healing journey, but 20 years ago, and there was still so much beauty and potential and things that people saw, and I think like, yes, there's like this traumatized, survivalist 19, 20-year-old, but who still had like a hell of a lot of beauty in order for a producer to still see that.
Thanks.
And I think that's pretty special.
Yeah, it was just like this. Imagine like the before the Big Bang, just like all of that stuff, just like creating, ready to just explode.
Well, I'm saying that because like I think that a lot of times you look at that younger version of yourself and like we feel empathy and compassion for it, but like she's still pretty incredible. Right? Enough for this guy to be able to go, hey, I see you.
Yeah. And
so it was almost like your future higher self going, hey, this is who you are. Like, I see you there. And so it's a regret for sure, but I also think it's empowering and encouraging moving forward. I don't want to take away from the regret.
Yeah, because she still lives in me. Like all the past, present, and future versions live inside of me.
And there's still the Stuart Ostros saying, if you do this, this will happen, right? Like, I believe in you. I see you. Go get it.
Yeah.
Get it done.
That's really kind.
Did you have another one that you wanted to share, or do we want to?
I
see like a little something calling us, but we can do another one if you have.
I have a challenge for.
Is it the ice bucket challenge? Are we going to do that right here on our couch?
No. No, that was.
Is it the no shave November?
I'm just going to tell you.
I was guessing.
Okay, I have to get in a space for this. Maybe not.
No, I'm going there with you.
Okay. I don't remember what.
I might lose it. I might fall asleep or something if I go.
Okay. So at some point this week, you were talking about something generic, and I made it very existential.
Yes, that's every day.
Okay. So I was like, it would be a fun challenge.
Yeah.
For you to try to talk about something generic and I make it existential, because if we're going to do this, I don't want to be humbled, but I'm kind of good at that.
I feel like this is not a competition because I would lose. I don't think there is anything that I can bring up that you cannot make existential, but everybody else doesn't know that. And so let's do a really random one.
Well, first of all, I have a Substack that I write, and it's called Eternally Existential.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So, okay, here we go. You ready for it?
Okay.
So this is just like me bringing up a topic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. A chicken sandwich. That's the topic. That's the random. That's the random
I already
topic.
have it.
That's the random topic.
I already have it.
All right, I know. I'm just proving it to everyone else. This is no challenge for you. It's more of a challenge for me than it is for you. Chicken sandwich, go.
Do you realize that everything that we consume as food
Was
Death.
once alive,
death is involved somehow? Whether it's a chicken,
right? Or a fakin' chicken.
that almost sounded like a cuss word. It's fine. Or a faking chicken.
I meant like
Or
a faux
if it's
chicken.
like even vegans are murderers. That's a joke. Please don't get mad at me. But like plants are living beings,
Right.
and so a plant has to die in order for you to eat it. And so a chicken sandwich was once alive.
This sandwich that you're consuming, may it rest in peace.
May it rest in peace. But okay,
We hold
so
both of them.
Here's what I do.
We hold them both together.
Here's what I do. Like saying grace or saying a prayer
Grace.
before your meal isn't just like thank you higher power for this food. It's thank you food for your sacrifice. That's the attitude of gratitude.
You should tie in the mushroom. You're thinking about mushrooms.
I have a thing about mushrooms is that
As one does.
as one does. Mushrooms over the millennia
They can do a lot
have
of things,
taken
right?
a lot of trial and error for us as a human species to figure out what they can do.
Right.
And so I have this joke where it's like, someone ate a mushroom and they got really high, and their cousin ate a mushroom and they died. So thank you, cousin, for your sacrifice.
Right.
So
This one tasted really good in soup. This one made me see God, and this one killed Frank.
Yes.
You know?
So thank you, Frank, for your sacrifice. So whenever I have mushrooms, I make a joke and I'm like, thank you, ancestors, for your sacrifice.
Yep. All on a mushroom.
All on a mushroom. Okay, next.
Next. Okay.
I'm sitting here like I'm meditating, like legs crossed,
Right.
palms on my knees. I'm ready to go.
See, the problem is I'm getting in your brain right now. And like soon as something comes to my thought, I immediately think of how you would make it existential.
Yeah.
Now, I would not make it existential, but you would. Like it's life and death. Everything is life and death. So it can't be anything alive, right? We just ruled out everything that has the potential for life. None of those things can come up now.
Well, let's just do one more. Just the first thing that comes to your head.
France.
Okay. So first of all, I just went down a whole spiral in my head in 0.2 seconds. So borders are man-made.
Mm-hmm.
And so France only exists because a group of people at some point in history were like, oh, this is our land. And
Wow.
this is our land.
Why didn't they speak in French? Just kidding.
That's a very good point. I apologize to all the French people for my stupid French accent.
This is France.
This is France.
Okay.
And basically, we all belong to each other because France only exists. I mean, the same thing with every country. The borders only exist because at some point in history, someone says, this is my land. But then what happened? Where did that come from? Like the ancestors before then just like lived in tribal communities, and then all of a sudden some empire is like, nope, this is ours, and just thinking about all of human existence on the earth in an actual location.
I have another one.
Okay.
The color yellow.
The idea that we all don't see, like every single color is based on our own perception
Right.
of that color. And so I might see one color as like, one color yellow is like, oh, that's more mustardy. And you might see it as more, I don't know, goldenrod or neon. I don't know.
Goldenrod.
Whatever.
Okay.
The spectrum
Like
of
what is
yellow
color?
exists. But then not only that, the idea that it's based on your perception, everything is based on perception, and that I don't remember the exact Your face right now is hilarious. You're like, there she goes.
This is Hannah for you.
The fact that our brains receive information at like milliseconds after they actually happen in reality, we are not living in reality at the exact moment that it happens. There you go.
It was all yellow.
Yellow. Do you think it's time to bust out with a question from the
Sack of Somethin?
The sack of something.
Come on down. It's the Sack of Somethin.
Okay, there you go. You want to pull the question?
I will pull the question.
Okay. Question from the Sack of Something. And these are all like last episode, it was a level 1 question. Like, what's your favorite fast food? This could be a level 3 question.
We only had one last time.
I know.
Only bust out with one. You're saying there's different. That's got to be the
that's
one.
That's the one that's meant to be.
It's got to be the one.
All right, what is it?
In one word.
Oh.
Describe how you feel right now.
One word?
One word. You chose the question.
I know.
Actually, the universe chose it.
That's true.
But you put it in the Sack of Something. In one word, how do you feel right now? So here, let's make this existential. Because in reality, what do we mean right now? Do we mean when I read the question? Do we mean right now, 5 seconds later? What do we mean right now? Right now in life? Right now, this very second?
Right now in this very second.
Because I have felt different things since I read the question. My default answer was crummy because I don't feel so hot. I've been on the struggle bus today. That was my default answer. But then immediately after that, I was content because here I am doing life with my wife. And that's my favorite thing, right?
Because something...
But that was more than one word.
Because something asked you to take your focus onto like a specific thing. And yeah, your physical body, you're living in both spaces. Your physical body feels crummy.
Not so wonderful.
But also the reality is just gratitude that you're also very grateful.
Even though my nose is screaming.
Yeah.
This is the prime of lime for me.
A prime of lime. Friends reference.
So one word right now, not 20 seconds ago, right now. What is yours? Because I already went.
Content is a good word. No, he's shaking his head. No,
way.
You can't.
Come on. Lame. Out of the billions. No, let's talk about, let's make this existential. Out of all of the words in the universe in this moment, you chose to not be creative.
That is creative.
It's creative to say ditto. Come on.
But
let's talk about your Enneagram 4.
I was genuinely feeling contentment because in the moment you asked that question.
Different word.
It's a different form of the same freaking word.
Derivative.
In the moment that you asked that question, it had me take like a microscope in a split second to be like, what is the thing you feel? And I was picturing us like being in the very present moment of like, wow, we're sitting here and we are talking on a podcast together. We have almost 20 years of history. We're inviting people in, like we're going on this creative adventure together and we're sitting here talking.
So existential?
Grateful. There we go. Grateful.
Existential.
I'm feeling very grateful.
Gratitude.
Yeah.
What about now?
Annoyed.
Wow.
Vexed. No, I'm kidding. I'm not really annoyed. Wow. I'm not really annoyed.
We went from straight contentment to annoyed with one follow-up question.
Silly. Goofy.
Nice.
Perturbed. I'm a roller coaster.
But also, this is also you.
I'm not perturbed.
You will vacillate between feelings and emotions that quickly.
I am very much like that. I like to use identifying tools. So I am an Enneagram 4 and I am also a Pisces moon. So I am a very emotionally roller coaster person, but not in a way that brings chaos on the people around me.
Right, it's a complex fine wine.
Yes, there you go.
But if the wine sits out too long,
it gives you gas.
It can be sour.
It can become sour.
But then you put a little ice in it and it's like, oh, everything's better.
Brought it back.
And then you go take that glass of wine out by the pool and you're enjoying the sunshine and the breeze. And it's like, oh, this is the best day ever.
But then you think of the sacrifice of the grape.
But then you start thinking about the death of the grapes and you get sad. And then a thunderstorm comes and you're like, no, my day is... That's me.
Also, but right when you're thinking about the death of the grapes, you then get happy because you think of I Love Lucy smashing the grapes. Right? This is all over. Fine,
Welcome
complex
to the
glass
inside
of
of my brain.
Yeah.
That is what it's like up there.
All on a Saturday night. Do you have any sort of questions for our challenges for our listeners/viewers?
If you, going back to the first thing that we talked about, if you could take a book off the shelf and get a glimpse of an alternate path with respect to the life that you are currently living, what would that be and what would that look like?
And I wonder, can I add a follow-up? I wonder if any of those regrets or things that we would, change, can we do anything about any of them now? Are there any of those, I could go start a football career. I'm not going to. Right? But are there any of those that you could, right now, we talked about yours, right? You are in the process of creating.
Yeah. I'm taking playwriting class.
Correct, right? And so, there are, is there anything we can do to kind of, the regret, but also, can we do anything with it now?
Yeah, it's not.
Is it just lost, or can we make it beautiful now?
Yeah, that is a really beautiful perspective.
Because otherwise we just kind of sit in the what ifs, right? The romanticized view, you said. So we go, okay, I made this decision 10, 15, 20, 25 years ago. What do we do with it now? What is there something I can do? Or is this dream lost forever? Or how do we create that new dream?
Yeah.
So
that's an excellent place.
We learn from regrets.
To land.
Right?
Yeah,
we learn from regrets.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
there going back to Stage's podcast, there is an episode about regret. It's one of the first episodes. Oh gosh. I'll put it down in the show notes where they talk to an author. I can't remember his name right now. And he wrote a book about regret. Anyway, just crossed my mind.
Until next time.
Thanks for showing up on our podcast. We'll see you for the next one.
Thank you so much for being here and listening. If you enjoyed this conversation, follow the show and subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify so you never miss an episode. You can also join the conversation and subscribe to our Substack or follow us on social media. You can find all those links and everything we're up to at thedishescanwait.com. We'll see you next time on the Dishes Can Wait podcast.